You are going to need a half cup of whole milk at room temperature, half cup of buttermilk, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, 3 cups of sugar, half of a cup of vegetable shortening, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 cup of butter, and 5 eggs, as well as your food coloring of your. Let's get started. Start off by preheating your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, you want to flour and butter your 3 9-inch pans. Then, start off by creaming together your butter and your shortening. First, the texture might be a little bit chunky, but keep on going until it is smooth and fluffy. Next, you want to add 1 cup of sugar at a time. Make sure to fully incorporate each cup before you add the next. Repeat this until you have no sugar left. Scrape the sides of the bowl to make sure that your sugar is well mixed into your mixture. Now you want to add 1 egg at a time. Make sure to fully combine your ingredients before adding the next. Do this until you have no eggs left. Now, sift together your flour, baking powder, and your salt. Put this aside, you will use it next. Next, pour your milks and your vanilla and whisk it with a fork together. Add each of the mixtures to your bowl, making sure to alternate. Start with the dry ingredients and end with the dry ingredients. Continue to mix until well combined. Now it's time for your food coloring. Add your food coloring choice into your bowl until you get your desired color. Then get 1/3 of the mixture and put it in a cake pan. Do the same thing until you have your 3 cake pans filled with your 3 different shades of the same color. Put it in the oven and bake for 25 to 30 minutes. Now it's time to make the frosting. You are going to need food coloring, 1 to 2 tablespoons of whipping cream, 3 cups of powdered sugar, 1 cup butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Begin by adding your sugar and your butter into your electric mixer. Make sure that you are using the whisk attachment. Don't forget to mix on low speed until the mixture becomes well combined. And then you can increase the speed to medium and continue beating for a few more minutes. And then add your vanilla and your cream and continue to beat on medium. The more cream you use, the thicker your frosting will be. sure that it is light and fluffy. Put aside most of the mixture, and then with the rest of the mixture, add food coloring. You want your first color to be like the lightest color of your cake. Take a third of this mixture and put it aside in a bowl. Add more food coloring to get your second shade. And put this aside in another bowl. Do the same thing with your third color. Now you want to fill and frost your cake. Because my cake turned out to be a little bit broken, the first layer, I couldn't really exactly show you how to fill it, but it's really simple. Just dab on a ton of frosting and spread it throughout. Then put on the next layer and do the same thing. Do the same thing with the top layer. Now, because I won't be decorating the top of the cake, I really wanted to make sure that I had enough frosting to evenly cover the very top. I didn't want the color of the cake below to show up. Now that you have your cake crumb coated as well, you're going to take your frosting, put it in a Ziploc. Press down the frosting into one of the bottom corners. And then, to continue making your frosting bag, you want to snip off that corner. And then apply dots from light to dark, working your way up from down to the top. Then using a spoon, press down and pull away to create a petal. Thus the name Petal technique. They also resemble the looks of scales. Do this until you have finished the whole cake.